Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Finn's update stuns Steffy and Luna meets RJ to come clean. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter questions Zend, Ridge confronts Deacon, and Finn shares Deacon's suspicions with Steffy. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At El Giardino, Deacon grits, "I'm telling you, I think Sheila may be alive." Finn tells him he saw what he wanted to see. "You are under a lot of strain." Deacon hisses, "Sheila had 9 toes, I saw 10, explain that to me." Finn says his mind is playing tricks on him. Sheila is dead and Steffy killed her. At Forrester, Steffy marvels over RJ's sketch and wonders if Hope has seen it. With Thomas gone, this is a great opportunity for him. RJ tells her that Hope met with them and he will be helping, along with Zend and Luna. He's sure they'll all work well together. In the design office, Luna tells Zend she's terrified of how RJ will react when she tells him about their night together. Zend realizes she thinks he'll break up with her. He says that regardless of what his cousin does, he will always be there for her. Luna tells Zend he's nice to say that. She knows he didn't have the whole story the night they were together. The last thing she expected was to become involved in this way with 2 men from the same family. She doesn't want to cause disruption, but she can't live like this anymore. In the main office, RJ asks how Steffy's holding up. He heard about the weird memorial. Ridge walks in and says, "That was weird." RJ leaves and Ridge asks Steffy, "What was Deacon thinking?" At Il Giardino, Deacon knows that Finn thinks he's insane, but what if he's right about what he saw? "What if I did said 10 toes? What if your mother's alive?" In the design office, Luna tells Zend that it's done. She's meeting RJ at his beach house. She hopes Zend doesn't think she's being selfish. Zend assures her that he and RJ will figure it out. He's concerned about her. Luna reiterates that keeping this secret is killing her. She can't keep lying. "It's just not me." Zenda knows she's a good person who would never intentionally hurt someone. She says, "You wouldn't either." Zenda tells her if this will free her from the guilt, she has to do it. "Look at you, you're torturing yourself." Luna can't wait another day. Zenda nods. RJ deserves to know about our night together. In the main office, Ridge and Steffy snark about Deacon's weird memorial for Sheila. Ridge quips, "Why wasn't I invited to this?" Steffy tells him it was just Finn and Hope there. Ridge can understand Hope going, but questions what Finn got out of this. Steffy shrugs, he wanted to say goodbye. Ridge blusters, "Say goodbye to the woman who almost killed him, almost killed you twice." Steffy knows it's strange, but she doesn't want Finn to resent her for killing his mother. Ridge argues that Finn should be there to support her. At the restaurant, Deacon appeals to Finn as Sheila's son. "What if your birth mother is still alive? What if we didn't lose her?" Finn questions where she is then. Deacon suggests she may be in hiding. Finn reiterates that Sheila died in his home at the hands of his wife. "You need to stay rooted in reality, it is the only way to heal from this." Deacon asks him, "Tell me where that extra toe came from." Finn says it's wishful thinking. Deacon needs to accept that he's never going to see Sheila again. At the restaurant, Deacon appeals to Finn as Sheila's son. "What if your birth mother is still alive? What if we didn't lose her?" Finn questions where she is then. Deacon suggests she may be in hiding. Finn reiterates that Sheila died in his home at the hands of his wife. "You need to stay rooted in reality, it is the only way to heal from this." Deacon asks him, "Tell me where that extra toe came from." Finn says it's wishful thinking. Deacon needs to accept that he's never going to see Sheila again. In the design office, Zend flashes to having sex with Luna and shakes his head. Carter appears and asks why his mind was a million miles away just now. Zend admits he's having trouble focusing. Carter urges him to get focused on his big opportunity with hope for the future. "Don't let the pressure overwhelm you." Zenda tells him it's not that. Carter asks what has him so distracted lately. "Something's definitely bothering you, so what's going on?" Carter tells Zend whatever's bothering him isn't as bad as he thinks it is. Zend wishes he were right. "I really need to talk to someone, Carter. It's about Luna." In the beach house, RJ urges Luna to talk to him. He's noticed she hasn't been herself for a while. Normally, they're really connected. Luna nods. I've been really stressed out lately. RJ asks if he did something wrong. Luna says no. RJ asks if it has to do with her mom. Luna says she's part of it. RJ wants to help and reminds her he's a good listener. Luna cries, "You're the best guy, RJ." Her boyfriend recalls that she's been distant ever since his granddad's party. What is it? Tell me. In the main office, Finn joins Steffy and they kiss and canoodle. Steffy asks how it went with Deacon. What did he give you, her ashes or something? Finn chuckles and says she's in the ballpark. Deacon's really losing it. He's saying some crazy stuff about Sheila. At Il Giardino, Deacon drinks, looks at photos of Sheila and mutters to himself. Ridge saunters in and asks, "What's going on here, Sharpie? Talking to yourself?" Deacon tells him to go away. Ridge says that's what happens. You hang out with a lunatic, you start becoming one yourself. Deacon asks what Ridge is doing there. Ridge says Steffy is having a tough time. This woman broke into her home and his daughter had to put her down. Tell me about this memorial. He states that Sheila being gone is good for everybody. Deacon asks, what if she isn't gone, Ridge? What if Sheila isn't out of our lives? In the main office of Forrester, Steffy's not surprised Deacon's saying crazy things about Sheila. He fell in love with the monster. Finn says it was more than that. He was losing his mind. Deacon is questioning whether or not Sheila is actually dead. Steffy gasps, "What?" Finn says, Deacon has convinced himself that Sheila may still be alive. Steffy's eyes widen in alarm. The sun dipped low in the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over the sprawling city. It was one of those evenings where the air hung heavy with anticipation, promising something significant on the horizon. Steffy Forrester stood on the terrace of her luxurious penthouse, her thoughts a whirlwind of emotions. She couldn't shake the feeling that tonight would be a turning point, but she had no idea just how profound that change would be. Inside, the penthouse buzzed with activity. People moved about, preparing for a gathering that promised to be both celebratory and tense. Steffy's fiancé, Dr. John Finnegan, known affectionately as Finn, had summoned her and a few close friends for an announcement. Despite her excitement, Steffy couldn't help but feel a knot of apprehension tightening in her stomach. As guests began to arrive, Steffy found herself stealing glances at Finn, trying to decipher the expression on his face. He seemed unusually serious, his usually warm eyes tinged with a hint of solemnity. Steffy's curiosity piqued, but before she could voice her concerns, the doorbell chimed once again, announcing the arrival of Luna, Steffy's childhood friend and confidant. Luna breezed into the penthouse, her vibrant energy filling the room. She flashed Steffy a knowing smile before making her way over to Finn, who greeted her with a tight-lipped smile. Sensing the tension in the air, Luna shot Steffy a questioning glance, but Steffy could only offer a helpless shrug in response. As the evening wore on and the guests mingled, Steffy found herself growing increasingly restless. She longed for answers, for clarity in the midst of uncertainty. And then, just as the anticipation reached its peak, Finn stood before the gathered crowd, his gaze steady and unwavering. "Thank you all for being here tonight," Finn began, his voice carrying a weight that silenced the room. "I have something important to share with you, something that will undoubtedly change the course of our lives." Steffy felt her heart pound in her chest as Finn's words hung in the air, pregnant with meaning. She exchanged a nervous glance with Luna, who offered her a reassuring smile before turning her attention back to Finn. "I have recently received some news," Finn continued, his voice steady despite the gravity of his words. "News that has forced me to reconsider everything I thought I knew about myself, about my past." Steffy felt the world tilt on its axis as Finn's confession washed over her. She struggled to comprehend the enormity of what he was saying, the implications it held for their future together. And then, as Finn's revelation sunk in, a single thought echoed in Steffy's mind. What could possibly be so earth-shattering that it would cause Finn to question his very identity? As the implications of Finn's revelation began to sink in, Steffy felt a surge of emotions wash over her. Anger, confusion, fear. They all mingled together in a tangled mess, threatening to overwhelm her. And yet, amidst the chaos, one emotion stood out above all the rest. Love. For despite the uncertainty that lay ahead, despite the countless questions that remained unanswered, one thing remained constant: Steffi's love for Finn.